Well, nonetheless, offended or not, we are getting underway with the second round, second match even, sorry, with between Lancaster and Sheffield, and Lancaster being up one match. They are map. I can't get the words out right now, can I? Words
Lorenzo
are
does pick
failing
up
me.
that CZ75, which I find a little bit odd. And we see the full-on B rush from both teams apparently. This is interesting.
Read like a book, apparently.
Yeah, putting that CZ to work, but unfortunately doesn't get anything done with it. The Skakeman picks up Lorenzo.
Oh, and a suicide by Spudster.
And it's a
Talk
1v3
about martyrdom.
retake for Astonics right there. Bomb goes down, allow the Shen planting it for the Sheffield Hallam side.
Yeah,
And
beautifully executed.
It's a nice kill onto Astonics there for his second of the round.
Yeah, they definitely pushed into that site perfectly. They just took on all positions and created a sort of concave of attacks onto Lancaster, managing to pull out that win really easily, and for a T-side start, that is more than you could ever ask for, and with that, they picked up 3 MAC-10s, 1 P90 and 1 AK.
Unfortunately for them, the CT side of Lancaster have all picked up the head armour there. So
and with the 5.7s as well, and we've seen this go to great work beforehand, but Shen
these
instantly getting onto that site. Oh wow, Spudster with a beautiful shot there as well. Killing Kami as he's trying to push in, but Skengman takes that frag back. And Gil just trying to rush and get any kill that he can. Does get Skengman, might actually get Kakarot, but no, Kakarot stops Gil. And Astonics pushes in as well against Miffy, and now it's just 2v2. Anything's possible now.
I disagree with Miffy's push there, unfortunately. Allow the Shen out of hammer, has to reload, doesn't quite get it done in time. Lorenzo is going to go down to Kakarot here, and I believe that's Astonics not going to stick the defuse, so Kakarot winning the round for the T side, sorry. And Lancaster's Astonics there dying to the bomb. Nobody saves anything, and it was quite an expensive buy for Lancaster there.
Yeah, scrappy as hell, that's for sure, but this allows Sheffield to make another kind of half buy, as Lancaster still need to save this round because they didn't get anything, and they did lose all 5 members, so we're now going in, and Sheffield just opting for that B rush again. It's worked for them. If aim broke, don't fix it. But now Lancaster are thinking that they're coming towards A, so they've stacked towards A, and they've really got themselves faked out right now. It's a free site ready for the taking here, and only one person on, and they're all just rushing like madmen to try and get this rotate back before they take the site in its entirety, which they already have, and they've smoked it off. Lancaster are in a really bad position here. I mean, I know they're only on pistols, but they could have at least held a site trying to get some damage done.
Yeah, unfortunately I'm updating the stream at the moment, so I haven't been able to see this round.
Oh right, okay, no worries. Well, the T's just holding the site very easily. Gil just trying to push, gets nothing for it. They're all in the same position, just trying to peek, and it looks like Spudster opting for an exit kill strategy. But they're not going to get any of it, and Seraph dies himself. Spudster almost gets the drop on one of the team members, but 4 of them escape, albeit on really low health, but 4 of them escape nonetheless, and that is great for Sheffield. That's 3 rounds in a row now, but here's where it gets into serious time, where Lancaster are making their full buys, although not so much a full buy as their economy's not too great. So Sheffield, with everything under the sun that they need, and Lancaster kind of struggling a bit here. Their lack of head armor isn't too bad, as all the members of AKs now, so that's not an issue. But Arnie straight away getting 2 for his troubles of pushing onto the site with the entry frag, but that is the bomb that he's dropped. But Kakarot quickly comes around, peeks, and gets that bomb into safety. Gil here, right behind door.
That's a nice nade from Skakeman there. Does take Gil down to 72 HP, forcing him to retreat towards the A site, ready for the push. And Astonics looking like he's going to try and save in T-spawn there.
Yeah, just not having any of this, and Gil,
Yeah,
I suppose, is just going for an exit frag strategy himself.
He's actually hiding in the van, in the back of the van.
As you do, I suppose. Well,
yeah, why not?
He's going to get out free, and I don't think Gil's going to get anything. Oh, he does get Kakarot. He might get
Kakarot
fragged
was
out
low,
himself.
so I wonder if he will actually get the return.
Oh,
Snake Bite
Skingman
going
goes
around
for
does
it.
try to get the return. Unfortunately, it's just a little bit too late there. Sheffield Hallam 4-0 up. This is a brilliant start for them, as Lancaster do try and put the bit of a force together. What do we see? 3 M4s, 1 FAMAS, 2 FAMASs. Nope, 1 FAMAS and a USPS only on Spudster.
I don't know why. He could have afforded a FAMAS. He has 2250. It seems really odd that he just lets his whole team buy, but sticks with the USPS there. And Skengman picking up the first kill onto Astonix. Astonix, the previous carry of the team on Lancaster in the last map. And yeah, this is looking pretty bad for Lancaster already, as Lancaster pushing out, getting Seraph, Kakarot jumping, but oh, he doesn't see the guy behind him, but Shen with the team play there.
Yeah,
And
just
Kakarot,
complete trust in allowing Shen to check that angle.
yeah, that was
Probably
some sick
misplaced
place.
trust.
Yeah, probably. But
Probably should have checked it himself, considering he jumped over and almost landed on his head.
and
It's,
that was
Gil
awkward.
picking up one.
Oh, wait
Yeah,
for the smoke.
unfortunately.
The smoke just cleared and they just stared at each other for like 10th of a second. Oh, beautiful, but yeah,
Oh, excellent.
we're seeing this again. Gil, one of the only members left on the Lancaster side, just trying to save that gun. Hopefully going for some form of exit, but with the fact that he's got the P2000 pulled out, he's just trying to hide as much as he can. Oh, but he does actually see Shen and he gets a kill.
Will he get Kakarot there? No, luckily for Gil at least, the round does time out and lets him keep that M4. And with that M4, it does look like Lancaster are going to force it up yet again.
This is not seeming good for Lancaster.
Oh, and a misbuy from Gil does leave an extra M4 lying on the floor.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, that's a bit of an issue. That's going to screw up their economy just a little bit. As we see, Gil and Lorenzo, the only ones with any money, and they both go instantly down to the AKs of the Hallam side. And as I say that,
Astonix taken
Astonix
3
doing
shots to kill
absolute
Kami.
work. Doesn't matter when he's picked up another one already. Bringing it back onto a 2v2.
Yeah, you can really see that Lancaster are tilting quite hard here though. Skengman
Yeah,
with 2 really great kills covering positions that she shouldn't even be possible of covering. And they don't actually opt to pick up the AWP there. Although they do have money for days, so they don't seem to have that much of an issue with it. But finally, Lancaster are actually choosing to buy, and it seems like Lancaster are so unprepared for this cobblestone pick. They've lost 6 rounds in a row as CT and just forcing up, losing all motivation. It seems they just can't string together what they need to do.
Yeah, and if you were here in the pause time, not the pause time, the warm-up time, you would have heard me saying that I think the cobblestone pick was a brilliant move from the Sheffield Hallam side, because Lancaster don't seem to me, at the very least, like the sort of team that would have practiced it, instead preferring to ban it out and play something a little bit more common.
Yeah, definitely so, and it is showing. Sonic's there with a risky peek, but with a pistol, what are you going to do anyway?
Sheffield having picked it, you've got to assume they've practiced it at least somewhere.
Oh, Kakarot struggling there. But it was a nice fake by the Sheffield team, just bringing one person out, forcing all the members to rotate, and it's the first time that they've actually planted on towards A, so great reads here by Sheffield, really doing the exact things in which they need to, and it's surprising how much more cohesive as a team they are being on this map. They've really got it planned out. But going for a risky peek here, doesn't really get much in his trapped in the position, but does get out scot-free, surprisingly. And the CTs are just trying to push in, get anything that they can. Don't really get anything other than Skengman just dying to the bomb explosion, so that's not all too bad. Skengman kind of has like 15k, so I'm pretty sure he's okay with that.
Yeah, the economy just well and truly stacked for the Sheffield Hallam side here.
And really surprisingly, it's Astonix that's now on the AWP instead of Lorenzo, and Lorenzo has actually picked up a P90, so I guess expecting this really quick drop play.
Yeah, and it works
out amazingly.
Miffy does return a frag onto onto Astonics, and then Seraph as
Oh,
well.
wow.
Another one.
That was so good by Lorenzo.
It's all on allow the Shen. 1v2 to try and bring this back, and Gil won't let him. Takes it down. Lancaster finally get their first round on the board, but again, the economy on the Sheffield Hallam side just way too strong. We're multiple rounds away from an eco from the Sheffield Hallam side.
Although Gil does have enough to drop another AWP for Astonics, which generates a full buy situation, so full buy v full buy, and Lancaster looking towards this B stack again, and it looks like they're going to be quite right in that decision. Terrorists opting to use one of their smokes to get through that to rush straight ahead, and they've just taken that site pretty easily. Oh no, they're actually going through towards A.
They've tried to wrap around there towards the A site, and unfortunately for them, the Lancaster side have, with their delayed push, somehow almost read it completely.
And even though two people were still holding on to A, Kakarot with, once again, that same position of peak, just catching out two members, doing some really, really great shots there. So now, unfortunately, another eco buy for Lancaster, and it is 8-1 in the terrorists' favour. This is just not something that should happen, and Lancaster are really feeling the burn now, going through connector to try and get the drop onto the very, very B-favoured terrorists, and they do get Carney straight away as a result of that. But Kakarot, already here covering the position, takes down Astonics and Seraph, which is a great spray down. Yeah, Kakarot really been showing up in this one.
Yeah, Mickey jumps in with a kill onto Gil. Lorenzo does finally take down a Shen, but gets instantly retraded by Kakarot onto Spudster. Lorenzo probably should be sitting around trying to save this AK here.
Yeah, but he has been spotted. He's just trying to get a drop, I think. Oh, and that noise. I think Lorenzo didn't hear it. That was so close to him. How could he not hear that? Oh man. Oh, Lorenzo actually buying the P90 armor when one of his members is on 3.8k and Gil is on 4.1k. This seems really, really odd. They're really going for these force plays just to try and stop the aggression of Sheffield, but it is unstoppable at the moment. This is really great play, and Lancaster falling at the seams here, and tearing at the seams even. Astonics with a fantastic position there though. Gets a kill on Miffy as the only pistoler on the team. That might lead Sheffield to think a bit more positively of this situation that they're in, as now Sheffield think that they're all on pistols. So they're pushing up really quite aggressively, and this could work out well for them if they get the rotates quick enough. And Skengman shooting his own teammate there.
A bit of team damage there. Just a little bit strange, especially considering, you know, just checking the minimap, he should have known that that was where his teammates were.
Yeah.
As I'm talking, who was that? I believe that was Kakarot that gets the kill onto
on Gil. On
no, it
Seraph.
wasn't, because Kakarot's going for the flank, and unfortunately Seraph reads it, does take him down.
That
So it's
game
a 3v3,
sense.
2v3 retake for the Lancaster side, and it does look like they're willing to save here. They need to get another round on the board though, because at the moment Sheffield Hallam looks set to just walk away with this.
Yep, another round on the board. That's 10-1 for Sheffield, and with just 4 rounds left for Lancaster to redeem themselves. They need every single one of these if they're going to make it back at all. And going for another force buy. Astonics with the 5-7, along with just some really, really suspect guns and nades.
I mean, at this point, the Lancaster side are just going to have to buy up every round, no matter what. And as I'm talking, Astonics does take down Carney there, gets instantly retraded by Miffy. But again, with that 5-7 playing in exactly the same position as he was last time, Kakarot walks straight out of the smoke, doesn't check Lorenzo's position. Lorenzo gets the drop on him. Unfortunately for the Sheffield Hallam side, it is now a 4v3 in favour of Lancaster, and the guns, armour, health situation all favouring Lancaster here. Seraph does look like it's about to take down Skegman, but it is a fake. And I wonder if Lorenzo's seen this. Lorenzo with the AK does take down Miffy the bomb carrier. Allow the Shen gets the instant retrade, but that's all that Lorenzo had to do there. Allow the Shen. It sounded like he tried to plant and then fake, and then realised that he had to plant. And with that, he does actually get taken down.
Well, that's 1 on the board to make 2 versus 10 towards the Sheffield side. This is still really bad. I do apologise, there's a motorbike going past. This is looking really bad for Lancaster, and although they get a kill, it's only a consolation. Although they get a win, it's only a consolation prize as of right now. As Sheffield doing this balls to the wall play again, not paying off on them this time, just running straight through the smoke, but Miffy gets 1 kill, tries to transfer onto Lorenzo, but only deals a little bit of damage. Skingman now through the smoke, able to push through, but doesn't really know where he is right now. Sarah just throwing out a nade, sees Skingman, gets the drop on him, and now it's just a 1v4 deja vu from Allow the Shen. Tries to back off, but Astonic's already wise to that, and murks him. So they're bringing it back. This is good, but this is the CT side. This should be the other way around now.
If not the other way around, the Lancaster side should at least have a few more rounds on the board. This is a pretty awesome display from the Sheffield Hallam side, though, and it does give me a little bit of confidence at the very least going into what I would assume would be the 3rd map. Because let's face it, Lancaster got it all to do here.
We have seen comebacks though before.
We've seen better, bigger comebacks before. Yeah, that's true. Oxford down 12-3, 13-2, I believe it was.
I think it was actually 13-1. But I'm not quite sure on that. I might be wrong. No, it must have been 13-2.
Okay, Jill taking down 1, does get the second onto Skegman there.
Yeah, just before that smoke comes out.
Yeah, unfortunately that smoke will shut down that Molotov from the T side. Kakarot just got a kill here. Does take him out.
But they've really got a really good crossfire set up here. Carney not peeking the right angle. Lorenzo, really easy kill for him. And Spudster with a nice 1 dink headshot there. And they are now 4-10. So, with all that said, they have had a great job of pulling this back. Lancaster are actually looking really great for kills at the moment. They got 10-9-9-6-6 to Sheffield's 12-6-9-6-5, so they're still doing great on that department. It's just they can't get the round wins that they so desperately need, even though they're getting those frags.
Yeah, their fragging power does seem quite similar at the moment on the Lancaster side, but unfortunately they are just failing to get the rounds. And they have managed to put Sheffield Hallam onto a bit of a stretch by here, with Miffy only on that Tech 9 and Carney going for that P90. But we'll see whether. Oh no! Gil does
that was
take down
bad.
And the bomb as well. Carney as well going down to Gil, and Seraph here probably about to chime in and take down Skegman.
A horrendous mistake there from the Sheffield side, just letting that bomb go first.
Miffy gets a bit of tag damage done onto Gil there, but not enough really. So Lorenzo and Spuds do almost line up for Kakarot there.
Gil with bad flash, he was hoping to rebound that, but didn't get it. Kakarot might be able to get him. Yep, he does, and now he knows that there's 1 more round on the fountain side. But Seraph's still here, locking that bomb down. Skengman not going to be able to see him in time, and now it's just Kakarot left.
And Lancaster taking that round, winning it, taking the half, not taking the half, sorry, ending the half 5-10 in favour of Sheffield Hallam.
Yeah, fantastic half that we saw. It was a beautiful display by Sheffield, taking 7 whole rounds in a row on the T side on Cobble, which is fantastic, and we should really see some great stuff happening in the CT side by Sheffield. Hopefully Lancaster can bring it back, but it's really dire times for them now. This map is just known for being really in favour of CT. They've done some good balancing, but it's still massively in favour of CT, let's be honest.
Yeah, I suppose the one thing that Lancaster can take away from that half is they did start to get on a bit of a roll at the end of it. It took them a while to get into the game, but once they were in the game, they started to just run away with it. And if they can continue that into the T half, take the pistol round, take the survive the anti-eco, we should see them right back in it, trying to take this map 2-0. I don't think they'll want to go to the third map. I think they'd much prefer just to take this series 2-0 and go on to face Oxford tomorrow afternoon.
But it's easier said than done, unfortunately, especially on the T side of Cobble, with 11 whole rounds to go. Even I nearly had a really bad map. And Lancaster.
Sorry, it wouldn't be the first time on stream.
Yeah, Lemon's already shown me up for that, which is great. No pressure now. But Lancaster doing the same thing as Sheffield are, really opting towards this B position. There's a great level of entry frag positions that you can get the kills from, and it's on higher ground, so it's a lot more preferable than the choke point of the higher ground that A has on towards the long. And if you're not going through there, you're going up a hill, and that's really dangerous in itself. But it looks like they might want to fake it instead. They've got 3 people still on B, ready to drop down, and the bomb is heading towards the A ramp. So this might work out for them, as they've only got 1 person on the A site. So that's all they need to do is just kill Shen, and they're good. So Lancaster pushes down, and now they're just going to wrap around because they got that kill nice and easy. And a great split play from Lancaster here, and that was incredibly surprising. That was really well planned by them, and we said they might be coming in this unprepared, but that was a solid strat. And now they've got the site all to themselves.
Nice and dink onto Kakarot there. Does allow Lorenzo to take him down. Guild does take down Miffy, and it's just falling apart for the CT side here, unfortunately. That was, as you said, it was a pretty good split there by the Lancaster side. And again, another quick wraparound does secure the kill onto Skengman for Spudster. Lancaster starting to bring themselves back into it. They do have to survive this anti-eco though. And as we've seen before, those pistol 5.7s, they can be quite deadly. Armor 5.7s.
And Skengman actually picking up an MP7. I can't help but feel that with the full auto, he should be dropping that to maybe Kakarot or Shen, as he's going to get some mad aim punch if he just walks across anybody right now. Oh, Lorenzo with a mad rush. Kills Carney, who was trying to push towards mid. And now with that man down...
Shen just not able to do anything to help him out there.
Yeah, with that man down, they're all just pushing down instantly, but Miffy and Shen getting some really great kills.
And taking a nice Miffy there. Kakarot does spot 1, 2 and 3, but can't quite decide which one he wants to go for. And it's all left on Skegman here with that MP7. I can't help but think that he's probably better off trying to play for the exit frags here.
Yeah, he's in a bad position right now. It's one of the most commonly looked at places.
Yeah, it looked like his team were trying to give him information there, and he just wasn't sure where to stand. Which is a shame, but we'll see whether Sheffield can bring it back within in the 4th round by. As right now we see Lancaster take the 2nd round of their T-half, continue their winning streak to take it to 5.
Yeah, buying all the SMGs that they can right now. Lorenzo picking up a Mac-10, hopefully trying to get some of those high-value kills, as they know that all the members are on the pistol save, and Astonix rushing in straight away. And there we go, they've got a site for free, as Sheffield were hoping to rotate through connector, but they've already got the site, and Astonix already covering that position. Kakarot coming around here, bit of an odd play, but I don't think he's going to get much out of this. Tell him lie.
Nice headshot onto Joe.
Yeah, he gets a fantastic headshot.
Oh, go on, Shen, just up and to the left a little bit.
Oh, just shoot, mate, just shoot. Do it.
As it is just Shen and Miffy left alive now, and as I say that, Shen goes down. Miffy on 8 HP. What can he do? He does actually take down Lorenzo before Astonix can take. Astonix can take him down. A little bit of damage done to. Yeah.
Astonix turning into the carry that he was once before. Getting a 4k in that round, which is perfect. That's going to give Lancaster the much needed morale. and Sheffield starting to look like they're struggling a bit. They haven't had a full buy yet, so we'll have to see. They've only got 2 Furnaces right now.
Yeah, but we'll see how they play them. I mean, they do seem to be stacking towards that B site, which makes sense because that's all Lancaster out of their 4 T-side rounds. Sorry, no 3. I was right the first time. Out of their 3 T-side rounds, have only gone to A1s, so it makes sense to have a little bit of a stack towards the B site. They
Yeah,
have
definitely.
read this play quite well, it seems.
It's the far easier site to go to, and we actually have Lorenzo here in a really far back position, waiting for the flanks to come out. But the whole of Sheffield really playing as passively as they can. They realise that when they've pushed, they haven't had as much luck with it. But this is their first relatively full buy round, and they're really not wanting to mess this one up. So staying as passive as they can, let them push out a little bit. But now they see the smoke coming in here. They've thrown out a few frags. Hopefully they can get some damage done, but only Seraph takes about 10 HP, and as the flashes come out, they are now pushing towards the fountain area on plat. And
Yeah, meanwhile on the A site we do see Astonics and Lorenzo trying to create a bit of a diversion. Unfortunately, Sheffield Hallam not going to fall for it. And
yeah, Shen knows where
Kakarot taking
Astonics
down
is.
Gil. Alana Shen does take down Astonics, and it's now a 4v3.
Oh wow.
3v2, sorry.
Spudster
2v2.
should not have got that shot.
Yeah, Lorenzo and Spudster taken down too, to bring it back onto an even Stevens. Stevens in terms of kills. Lorenzo actually does get a nice flick onto Alana Shen. Unfortunately, Carney cannot quite finish him off.
Oh my god!
Carney gets 2, and will get the defuse, taking Sheffield Hallam to 11 rounds. And I don't know how they got away with that, but they did.
Bro, he only had 4 rounds left. He just took the risk, see if he could get those shots, and all of them connected. He got the kill. That was amazing.
I can't
What
help
confidence
but think that was
there.
a bit of a misplay on Lorenzo's half there. He should have hit at least one of those shots.
Yeah, definitely. He was looking in the wrong position. He was looking towards the right side of Fountain, and that's just not where he was. So yeah, that was pretty bad by that regard. But now Lancaster just trying to rush out. Kakarot trying to shoot him down, but doesn't get anything other than 65 damage down onto Lorenzo. Miffy taking that refrag out now though, but
And again, nobody checks that position.
yeah, surprising.
Both teams have played it, but neither team checked it. It seems kind of odd for me. And as we look here, Carney trying to get into the site. Astonics playing quite passively at the moment, and it does look like the CTs are just going to try and save here. Yep, as they run away towards A site.
Now it seems like Lancaster's the one who's running away with the T rounds. This is really surprising to see, I must say. It's closer than we would have thought it would have been, with just 5 rounds into the T half for Lancaster, and they've already picked up 4 of those rounds. So a lot closer match than we even expected. But
well, yeah, I mean, I just didn't see Lancaster having a clue coming into this.
But they have definitely shown up. They're not screwing around. They got some solid strats going down. They know the smokes, and they've done some really impressive split play so far. And now it's only 2 rounds separating the both of them, with Sheffield forced into an eco buy with only Alana Shen and Carney picking up those guns which they saved from the previous round, but Carney using it to the fullest potential and gets 2 in a spray down. Astonics here really pushed out, gets the drop onto Carney and pushes towards Fountain. They know one's there, they're just waiting to see him, and Shen now rotating around, but Spudster moving forward, catching Miffy off guard and throwing the smoke down to completely obscure Shen's position, vision even.
Yeah, and Skingman does try and get some damage done, but unfortunately Spudster does take him down.
Yeah, Seraph left on just 9 HP now. Skangman's so close to getting that, they could have changed everything for them, but unfortunately not for him, and Shen just forced to run away again. Maybe go for one exit frag, 2 exit frags, but he can't do anything else here. I was kind of hoping that he'd just get a random wallbang then.
Yeah, unfortunately it doesn't work out for him. As we see, Astonic's quite close to Shen there.
It was a close
Could have
one,
gone.
but it looks like he decided to hide in the right corner.
Yeah, that could have
Unfortunately, Sheffield now just have...
badly for them.
Yeah, Sheffield just have a bit of an eco buy again. Can't get anything out of this besides an armour and nades from Shen, so pretty awkward. This means that it's incredibly likely for it to go to an 11-11 split here, with a full buy potential into the next round, but we'll see what Sheffield can do. But Lancaster, surprisingly, are looking even more dominant on their T sides, just as Sheffield were, and we were not expecting this at all. Spots with some great damage onto Miffy there. Lorenzo just catches the feet of Kakarot, but can't get any spray down. Does get some damage onto Skengman, who takes a risky peek there though.
Yeah, it does take Skengman there, just taking the heat off of Kakarot a little bit, but unfortunately will pay with his life. Kakarot instantly taken down by Lorenzo. That was a nice quick 2k for him. As we see how the Shen coming in, trying to get the flick onto Lorenzo. It doesn't work out for him, unfortunately. Miffy hiding out in the back there. I don't know if they're going to check this. They do actually check it. Seraph takes him down. Kind of gets a nice kill onto Jill there.
Yeah, consolation prize at best right now. If you can only just try and get that AK, but it doesn't look like he even wants to risk that. He's looking at it with content. He really wants it.
Yeah, he's not sure what to do here. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure how Sheffield stopped the ruck, to be honest.
He has managed to get it though, and he's making a break for it. He will get away with that AK. So, if anything, that's a slight win for Sheffield. But 11-11 here, and this is getting down to the wire. It's going to be a full buy situation for both the members, both Sheffield and Lancaster. So this one, a lot is riding on this round. Lancaster's just popping into the toilets.
A little bit of a toilet break for the Lancaster side here. I wouldn't be surprised if they then paused. How does Sheffield stop the rock? How do they bring it back? How do they stop Lancaster from getting any more rounds?
I feel like they need to
Apparently
have a lot better... Sorry?
I said apparently it's by giving Miffy the up instead of allow the Shen. This will be interesting.
This could work out for them, or it could just go horribly wrong, but now there's the stack towards B, and Lancaster are doing a Sheffield and just taking that A site with Storm. Oh, Shen gets a great entry there.
And Shen, I was about to say escapes with his life, but unfortunately Lorenzo with the quick front does take him down. Seraph takes down Kakarot, Lorenzo gets the second of his round onto Carney. Spudster's about to take down Skengman. It's all on Miffy with his orb, and I think he's just going to run away here.
Yeah, that smoke just led to the death of Skengman then, as it hit him right in the chest, so they knew exactly where he was through that.
Yeah, unfortunately Sheffield Hallam played with the stack onto B site and it just didn't work out for them.
It's such a great move by Lancaster to do that. Just constantly dominating into the B site and then just suddenly switching up, rushing straight through, even with a full buy, not even like bothering with all the setup smokes, just straight up rushing into the A side, just knowing that like only one or maybe at a stretch two people are going to be sitting on the site camping, waiting for anybody to come into it. So yeah, great play by Lancaster there, and Sheffield Hallam really need to just try and force a buy up here as Shen dropping 2 Famises to his teammates as they make a very staggered half buy here with only 2 Famises. Only 2 M4s even.
I mean, it could work out.
Oh wow!
Lorenzo hits shots like that.
The dropping headshot.
Yeah, Kakarot does trade him out onto Seraph, unfortunately for Lorenzo's support in the wars there has died, but Sonics with a nice kill onto Skengman. Somebody finally checks that area. Spudster does take down Miffy. Unfortunately, Miffy whiffing his AWP shot there. Kakarot trying to push in, will go down to the pistol of Lorenzo there, picking up his, I believe that's his second for the round. Yep. And again, it's now the Shen in a 1v4 situation. Does get the kill onto Lorenzo. Will he get... No, he won't get Jill. Unfortunately, he doesn't check quick enough, and Gil punishes him for it.
And wow, what a turnaround. Who was expecting this? A dominant play by Sheffield on the T side into a dominant play on the T side from Lancaster. What in the world? This is not the
Cobblestone
cobblestone I knew.
confirmed.
Jeez, I am kind of speechless by the plays that have been happening right now.
Once again, we see Sheffield coming out with the full buy. A little bit lacking on the nades, and in fact on the weapons with the Lavashen only on the FAMAS there. But Skengman here, unless Lorenzo gets a shot, will actually take down Lorenzo there. That's a good opening for the Sheffield Hallam side, and they need everything they can get at this point in time. Miffy tagged down to 8 HP, will eventually go down to Gil. Gil and Seraph combining to get that frag. Now, if Skengman can take down Spudster here, finally, we'll drop the bomb. That would fall for the rotation by the Sheffield Hallam side, as Kakarot does take down Astonix, and it's now a 4v2 situation. This is probably the best situation that Sheffield Hallam have had, and as I'm talking, Skengman and Alavashen do take down Seraph and Gil to take the 12th round for the CT side.
Yeah, and from the lower ranked substitute of Sheffield Hallam, Skengman showed some really good play there, and although his aim may not be up to the punch of the other standards from the team, he showed some really good discipline and smart thinking there, pushing at the perfect time, taking the kill and just backing off immediately. That was really, really well done by Skengman, so hats off to him.
Yeah, he does pick up a 3k on that round. And, unfortunately, Gil does take down a Lavashen, and obviously if the Sheffield Hallam side lose this... Oh no, Skengman! Why would you pull out your knife in that situation?
Oh no.
I think he may have just hit his mouse wheel by accident, and unfortunately it is a 5v3 retake situation for the Sheffield Hallam side, and all these smokes are just going to absolutely dominate the...
How did Khan even get through that, man?
I don't know, and he will eventually get punished by Seraph. Lorenzo with a nice headshot onto Kakarot, but Miffy in a 1v3 situation does get the refrag, but you can't help but think that Lancaster are going to take this, and as I'm talking, Miffy takes down Gil, takes down Seraph, brings it back to a 1v1.
Oh, is he going to get it though? Oh, he sees the head! Oh, he doesn't react in time! Oh, how unfortunate by Miffy, but nonetheless, still great play by them, but that has got to be damaging as Lancaster now with a 2-round lead after losing a phenomenal amount. They had a previous 5-round. They had a 5-round deficit, and now they're going into a 2-round lead, which is just fantastic for them, especially on the T side. Sheffield are now forced into whatever they can buy, and Lorenzo instantly killing Skengman, but only
Yeah, Skengman
sorry.
being one of those players with the M4, I can't help but think that that was a misplay on his half by pushing that water area.
Yeah, I really feel like he should have had the 5-7 there.
If you're going to push it at all, you take Miffy or Kakarot or somebody that has one of those pistols, and you let them push it. Okay, Miffy does take down Spudster there, but Seraph, I believe here, just straight for the refrag. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, pretty unique position there by Miffy, but he can't really do much after he secured that kill, because they just instantly know where he is.
Yeah, and a nice pop flash there does allow Astonix to take down Carney. Alavashen does get the refrag onto Gil, bring it back into a 2v3 situation in favour of the Lancaster side. Kakarot evening it up, making it a 2v2 with a lot of damage done, and Seraph going for the flank. Unfortunately, can't quite stay alive in time for Alavashen to rotate around and help him out. Alavashen now looks like he's going for it. Unfortunately, Seraph and Lorenzo playing the decoy area. The decoy will take him down, taking Lancaster onto the 15th round and the map and match point. Now this is a surprise.
This is looking hopeless. Who would have thought this would happen? Sheffield with an astounding lead on the terrorist side, no less, of Cobblestone, to lose it all against Lancaster on their huge deficit from the T side.
Yeah, and if we look at this, we've got 2 Deagles, a 5.7, a UMP, and an MP7, and you've just got to. I just don't know what Sheffield are going to try and do here. Skengman,
I guess they got to pray for one Deag, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, if we look at the number 6 man here, Alavashen, he is in a decent position to get the kill onto Seraph, and as I say that, he does take down his head. Take off his head. That nade might do a bit more damage onto Gil, drops him down to 32 HP. And at this point, I believe they should be rotating, not rotating, they should be backing off towards the site.
Yeah, any advantage they can get right now is perfect, but Shen's still... Oh, wow, he drops just in time there. That could have been really close, as my
Kakarot
auto-director screws
unfortunately
up.
cannot take the kill onto Spudster there, and with 3 members of the Lancaster squad dropping down into drop down and pushing up towards the A site, I've got to say, unless Sheffield can pull something off, this is over. And as I say that, Lorenzo takes down Miffy, Astonix takes down Allow the Shen, and it's all on Skengman. Your number 7 man with that MP7. And he is coming through drop down area, but I can't help but think that this is it. He will take down Lorenzo, and Spudster there with the refrag. Your winners for this series are Lancaster, taking it 2-0. 16-11, I believe, was the first map, and 16-12 on the second.
Yeah, two incredibly close, although completely unexpected situations every single time. Both these matches being a real big surprise. Lancaster pulling it out to a 2-0, but Sheffield, they impressed, man. They did not look too hot in the playoffs series. But nonetheless, we have now completed